Hi there, welcome back. So today we will be talking about exchanges. This is exchange day. Everywhere you look, there is a lot to talk about. Yes, starting all the way from the 93 94, another exchange that is very juiced, very worth it. Moving up to our new TOTY exchange that has made its way into the game again. Something probably very worth it. You'll understand as we get through it. And finally, we'll talk about making money. Yes, investments, where to put your money in. Wow, my camera is lagging real hard. Before it lags even more though, let's get into all of that real quick. So first things first, let's get into the Heroes Exchange. See here, this has 94s, this has 93s. The best pulls out of these, of course, is going to be your big money pulls in 94s, the Ricardo Cavallios, the Keens, and of course the Park Ji-sangs, all the 94s in fact. But even if you get the lowest value cards here, these 93s, they have a lowest market value of 8.7 million, right? Now you tell me, okay, if I get this 93, what will I do? How will I sell this? You don't have to. Even if this card hits its lowest at 999 plus, let's take someone like Guvo for example, the absolute worst, you can still put him in an exchange, the coin exchange, which gives you 8 million coins, right? And again, if a card has hit its lowest, let's say this one 8.7 million right here, after tax you get a little less than 8 million, mind you. So it's always better to put cards like these in the exchange and get the neat market value 8 million coins. I did not do anything. I did not wake up today at 6:30. What I did was I just put in a buy order for 3 cards, and I'll just quickly claim all in front of you and show you that even in the worst case you spend 7 million, you get back 8 million. So there is no way you are losing money by doing any of these exchanges. If you get a 94, that is great, you make more money. Even if you buy 90s now, again, don't buy 91s because that means it's not worth it. Even if you buy 90s now, you can still actually make money and not lose money in any case, which is why we'll start today's exchanges by our first slot. Let's do a quick ad, and yes, we are putting in 390s. We are clicking on this exchange button. If you have done this exchange, let me know in the comments who you have packed, and let me do the 2-finger trick. Let me look back because the clock is right there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Let's hit it. Let's go. Let's hope for a 94 though. It is a hero and it's Portugal. I don't know who is there in Portugal. It's Ricardo Cavallo. Let's go. The 94 strikes at the very first exchange. We have possibly what is the best pull in this. I'm not quite sure, but we'll definitely do this claim. He goes for 21.1. Let's go. Come on, I love that. I absolutely love it. And we'll do the continue. This is why I'm asking you to do this exchange. Again, I am pretty sure that's the best pull, right? Yeah. No, there is a better pull for our cross lovers right here. It's Crouch probably, but market value wise, Cavallo is definitely up there. Before we do our final 2 exchanges though, let's quickly get into this 2 card. See, this card has a dynamic which our earlier team of the year exchanges did not have. It's something I appreciate about heroes, and I have extensively talked about these cards, but except for medium 2 is a huge win in every other regard. If you have a requirement for a 94 rated center mid or a CDM, right? This is of course a more defensive focused card. I don't need to tell you that, but considering how much this exchange costs, there is no way I can tell you that this exchange is not worth it. Say, I'll go over the single packs for like the 6, 7s and 8, but let me just cut it short by saying this exchange will cost you around 11 to 12 million, somewhere in that ballpark, depending on which cards you already have. To understand this, I'll just show you the final 2, because you see here, you don't need any particular cards in the final pack, but you need a lot of 80s. This is what costs the most now, because 80s are a very valuable currency. Then we need 188, 187, 285s. This you'll have a lot of. These are fodders, but what you might not have is the 780s which you might need to spend. And just this pack alone, this 188, 187s, this is the pack that costs around 4 million, taking up the bulk of the value. Rest of these can add up to a total of 6 to 7 million, thus making the entire value 11 million. Now, of course, you won't find a 94 rated center mid or a CDM for 11 to 12 billion. So if you have Mascherano's to rank it up, definitely go for it. And if you want some alternatives, let me show you that real quick as well. Remember, we are putting in filter for both 94 CDMs and center mids. And once you do that, in 94, you see, you'll have to spend a minimum of around 20 million, right? So you're spending 11 just to get that card. Long term overalls matter a bit more now, which is why getting a 94 is still worth it. Always remember that. And the main crux of the matter is, this card is definitely comparable to someone like Michael Essien, even though Essien has a better work rate. And it's definitely compared to someone like Michael Ballack as well, even though Michael Ballack also kind of has a better work rate, but is more attacking focused in spite of what his work rate might tell you. So in summary, if I was building a team, if I was looking for a 94, I would definitely go for this card. I like this card a lot. If you have 2 to 4 Mascherano's lying spare, you get a lot of them now from heroes and all, right? Might as well spend them to rank this card up. Play him with your Gullet card that you already got from exchanges maybe. Yes, you are building an untradeable 11, but it's at least a good untradeable 11. Speaking of which, let's get into our tradable exchange though. Let's do a quick ad yet again. We are adding our 3 Odegaards, and the 7 seconds apparently worked. 7 seconds is the secret to my energy. Let's do the 2 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hit it. For those who don't know, I have a clock behind me. That's what I keep looking at. But another Portugal would be nice. It's England though. It's Shiker. Did I get an L this time, or is it no, it's Peter. Okay, we love that actually. It's Peter Crouch, our long man. Isn't he like 6 foot 7 inches? I'm pretty sure. I'm losing my understanding of centimeter to feet at this moment in time. But again, another card which would definitely, I believe, sell sooner or later, and definitely someone who we will love to see. But speaking of, the final thing that we need to talk about is making money. This one is quite simple. See, whenever these exchanges come and go, the cards that are there in the exchanges which have an inherent market value tend to rise up. A prime example of this, I won't put in 94 to 93s yet, I'll just put in 94 to 95s, is cards like Di Natale, Mascherano, Morientes. Now see, Morientes is a great card, right? So no matter if the exchanges push down the value a little bit, you see those peaks, right? After the exchange went away, that is the actual market value that they go up to, because when the exchanges aren't there anymore, these cards have value in either some other exchange, number 1, or number 2, they have value inherently as playable cards. Same for someone like, let's say, Marquisio. He falls a little bit, jumps back up, same pattern continues. So in this same logic, oh, another one I need to show you is Capdevia. In this same logic, we will now target the 94. See, this will be detailed in a Twitter post later. Do not forget to go ahead and drop a follow there if you haven't already. But essentially, there are a few cards out of these which would fall a lot more. They are not at their lowest yet, mind you, because they are at 999 plus. But if you let them hit their lowest, once these exchanges go away, because these cards inherently have a lot of playability, playable value in their existing positions, that is what makes them valuable, and you'll get an idea of as to where to get into them, where to actually buy them, not get into them literally, but and also where to sell them. Overall, you should target cards like Cavallio, Kewell, Crouch, Park Ji-sung, and maybe not look at cards like Campos, because even outside the exchange situation, Campos won't be that great of a playable card anyway, right? Speaking of which, we will end today by doing another exchange as always. Let me watch myself pack a Campos as I shit talked him right here. 3 of them have been added. Let's click on that exchange button. Focus on this though. 2 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, why did I let go? Okay, I let go prematurely, but this looks like it's going to be Mosto Bhai it again. This is what happens when you let go earlier. It's a 93, my first L, but at least it was 1 L out of the 3 of them. So we take that kind of. This card is at its lowest though, right? I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm gonna hold on to this for some time. And if nothing happens with him, I'll just put him in the coin exchange. And that is how we'll do it. But as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in another one. Bye bye.